What's going on, guys? Tom Boley here. We're in a 2090 Warrior, a 2026 model, and I want to give you guys a full-on walkthrough on this boat. Now, I'm lucky enough to have had 3 2090 Warriors. Absolutely love this platform. Almost unbeatable in terms of walleye fishing. Now, we're gonna start up here at the bow and we're actually just gonna work our way backwards. First of all, you notice big bow space on this boat. Now, this boat is actually designed as a back trolling boat, but what we've come to learn with everybody fishing off the bow, doing all this forward-facing fishing, it's probably the best forward-facing bow fishing platform of all time, especially when it comes for walleye. It's nimble, it's a little bit narrower hull actually, so it goes really well into waves. Unbelievable boat control. If you have to swing on fish, it's an unbelievable platform for doing that. So I spend a lot of time up here at the bow, spacious bow room, pedestal mount here to do all my walleye fishing up here. Now, it has a ton of storage in this boat as well. And what I love so much about a tiller platform is that you have a ton of room front to back and a lot of storage options in this boat. The first thing you have right up here on the bow on both sides, 2 identical dry storage compartments. No water gets in these compartments. I load one of these up with life jackets, buoys, ropes, rain gear, things of that nature. On the other side, I keep a lot of tackle on this side. You could put a charger in here. Big spacious storage in these boats. A lot of room in these 2 big compartments up here right in the bow. All fully lockable and completely dry. So you can trust that stuff in there is not gonna get wet and moldy like a lot of other boats. Now, right down the center, I still love having a center rod locker down the middle of this boat. I do a ton of traveling. I might be gone for 2 weeks. I might be on a trolling bite that needs lead core that week. I might be on a bottom bouncer bite where I need a bunch of planer boards and a bunch of other trolling rods. And then I might need all my casting and jigging rods as well. So having one coffin down the middle that can provide a ton of rod storage is amazing. Now, one of my favorite features on this boat too, we're gonna sneak away from the bow for a second, is these side rod locker, I'm gonna call them holder spots here. These are kind of where I put the rods which I'm gonna be using that day. You got one on each side, and the beauty of these compartments is that they can hold rods up to like 12 feet long, for sure 11 and a half, because I put my big long outside lead core rods down these 2 side compartments. But a lot of times, let's say I pick out 2 or 3 rods I'm gonna use this for that day when I'm going fishing, I pull them out of my big rod locker and I lay them right here on the side. Now, up in the bow, towards the back of the bow here, you have a big live well on one side. You can put your minnows in there, you can put your fish in there, leeches in there. On the other side, you have your cooler here. I keep all my waters, lunch for the day, things like that right in there. Ton of storage there. Now, down below these side upper rod lockers, you have these lockable storage containers as well. You could they actually fit Plano trays really well in here, or you could put more rods in here if you're someone like myself. So these will hold rods, I believe, up to like 7.5 feet long. So if you have those telescopic trolling rods, you could put more of them in there, or you could put your spinning rods in there too. Now, back to the workstation of the 2090. This is a cockpit. I mean, these boats are incredible in big water, and they're kind of designed to almost be ran from back here for a lot of different presentations. Whether you're someone who likes to fish out of the back of the boat, you know, or we're all kind of doing a lot of graphing and things like that, so running big water from right here. So everything's real tight and compact. Handle, you got your trim tabs right here. If you do have the Warrior steering module, it'll be right here. So everything's kind of, you know, you're locked in. Everything's really within hand's reach right here, and it's super easy to kind of get locked in, make these big long runs comfortably in this boat. Now, when it comes to big tillers and big motors, Warrior makes it super simple. There's 2 different ways you can actually steer this boat. First one I want to touch on is Warrior's Pro Steering Assist. Now, this, you simply turn it on by activating the switch in the front, and you can steer left to right with the switch towards the rear, and also trim the boat up and down as needed with the switch right here. It also makes it super convenient and comfortable with the handle right near the back of the Pro Steering, where you can grip onto that, run a long ways, operate only the throttle with your left hand, and steer the boat super comfortably. Now, depending on which outboard you decide to pair with your Warrior boat, you could use the power steering platform that may be Mercury, Yamaha, or whichever motor you decide you want, and then steer the motor fully with your left hand like a traditional tiller. Now, we also have a big storage compartment right below where your graphs are going to be mounted here. A lot of times in here, I might put spare lake maps. I put some camera equipment in here. I put, you know, kind of my odds and ends things which I might be using that day. Maybe it's a camera, maybe it's this, maybe it's that. I put it right under here. You can also put a lot of Plano trays down in here, as it is a pretty spacious locker right there. In the back, you also have another larger live well in this boat. A lot of times if I am keeping fish, they'll end up back in this live well right here. You also have, which is brand new from the 2090s for the 2026 season, is the brand new digital dash in the Warrior. So no more of the old school switches, everything's digital, one push of the button, super simple to navigate. So with the brand new digital dash, your RPMs, your fuel, everything like that is going to be on a touchscreen display towards the rear of the boat. In the back right of the boat, you have two additional features. One small compartment back here, which allow access to some of your batteries, and towards the bottom of the boat and near the transom. Then you have one small compartment back here on the back side for fire extinguisher. I keep a fish scale in here, some things of that nature. So with all these features, it's an absolutely feature-packed boat. I've been in 2090s for several years now. Absolutely love this platform, and I'm excited to be in a 2026 Warrior 2090.